I recently got bit by a cat. Over the course of the day, I watched as a very fast-paced infection set in. By that late that afternoon, my hand was really quite painful. Perhaps it's a reflection of my healthy lifestyle that I never learned the difference between the ER and an urgent care, and I naively walked into the ER at Sacred Heart Hospital up there at 13th and Hilliard. I thought they were the same thing, so I just did this. After checking in with the receptionist, who made no effort to direct me to the urgent care 1 block away, I was escorted to an examination room. After a few minutes, not a doctor, but a nurse practitioner arrived. She looked at my hand, wrote me a prescription for antibiotics, and I walked away. It was done. No x-rays were taken, no blood drawn, no tests performed. I was in the room with her for 5 or 10 minutes at the most. Sometime later, I was shocked to receive a bill from Peace Health Sacred Heart Medical Center for $624. A short time later, I received a bill from Eugene Emergency Physicians for $194. This brought the total for my 5 or 10 minute brush with the U.S. healthcare industry to $818. I do have insurance, but in an effort to keep it affordable, I have $5,000 deductible. Now, I try to wrap my mind around how they arrived at this figure. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that I was with an actual doctor for a solid hour. And let's say that doctors need to earn $800 a day, so that's $100 for the doctor's time. And even though the Sacred Heart building at 13th and Hilliard is decades old and presumably paid off, let's assume that Sacred Heart does have its overhead costs, and so they need to charge me, say, $200 for an hour of my being in there. And I was only there for 5 or 10 minutes. And let's just say that the receptionist I was with for a few minutes needs $50, and the person who walked me to the examination room, they get another $50. Okay, so given that my treatment only lasted 5 or 10 minutes and I never even spoke to an actual physician, I'm clearly being lavishly generous with the above numbers, bestowing vast benefit of the doubt on Sacred Heart. Still, it only comes to $400. Where on earth did they get this $818 figure? Why not charge me $2,000? Why not $5,000? Oh, look, this guy has a medical emergency. Let's take his house away. Anyway, ponder the immorality of this practice. Someone walks or is carried into an ER. They're in some state of health crisis. Perhaps they're fighting for their life. For all practical purposes, the hospital says, well, he's in no position to quibble over the price right now. And we've largely conditioned the American public to expect the bill to be astronomical, so let's shaft him. Now, what happens the day I have an actual medical emergency? Let's just say I have acute appendicitis. I'm in excruciating pain, lying on the gurney at Sacred Heart, looking up at the people who were supposed to be caring for me, and I say, these are the people who shafted me, and they're about to cut me open with a scalpel. Shit! Perhaps implicit in my $818 bill for 5 or 10 minutes of medical attention is that I'm being made to subsidize the large numbers of low-income people whose only recourse with many health matters is to go to an ER where they do receive treatment, but it's understood that they'll never be able to pay. If this is the case, then the ER should not bill me for their care, it should bill the federal government, for they are the rudderless clowns who lack the good sense to do what all other civilized countries on earth have done, create a government-run or managed single-payer national health care system. Yes, thank you. Canada, Japan, all the European countries do this. They all pay 40 to 50% less for their health care, and everyone is covered. There's no doubt about it. We are, I'm going to grasp for every bit of the English language to express this, we are butt-fucking stupid not to be doing this. We should go to Canada and say, duh, Canada, we're fucking stupid. Can you help us figure out our health care shit? I'm not suggesting that any such national health care system is perfect, but it's better to be approximately right than exactly wrong. And one role of government management of healthcare would be the elimination of ridiculous pricing like that found at the ironically named Peace Health Sacred Heart Medical Center.
Thank you.